Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. SUI rallied yesterday into the resistance area, and I explained to you that it could simply be a B wave. It is at the moment a 3-wave move up. You can interpret it as an impulse to the upside. In this case, it would need to hold a higher low in wave 2. The invalidation point for the direct move to the upside, which would imply that the white wave 4 already finished here on the 28th of October. The invalidation point is the 28th of October low, so it's the $1.60 level. As long as we're holding above $1.60, the pathway to directly higher prices is obviously open. The market could choose to go that way, but it needs to hold a higher low in this pullback, in any upcoming pullback. That's very important because it's one of these basic Elliott wave rules that a wave 2 must not break below the beginning of wave 1. So overall, I'm looking for higher prices against the $1.32 level. The question is just, do we test that support area once more? Do we test the area between the 38.2 retracement and the 50% retracement? Or do we just go higher straight away? The key pivot that will help us distinguish between these two potentials is the $1.60 level. So it's the 28th of October low, so yesterday's low essentially. Because there are two pathways. Short-term bullish is, okay, this was a wave 4, this pullback, in a nice ABC structure where the C wave completed 5 waves. And then this would be a wave 1 to the upside. And again, it's a 3-wave move in my interpretation, but if it's a 3-wave move, it can just be wave 1 in the wave 5, because it's an ending diagonal in that case. Then this could be a wave 2, and we watch for a wave 3. And a breakout above yesterday's high would suggest further we're going higher. Then there could be a wave 4 and a wave 5 targeting the $3 plus area. However, if we see that the downside momentum is quite impulsive, we see the first micro 5-wave move down, followed by a 3-wave corrective rally, then we're likely dealing with something like that. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, in the yellow scenario, which would be within wave C of the larger 4th wave. So this is now where the structure of the current pullback as well as the next rally will tell us the truth, because if the next pullback here, which is possibly now unfolding, is corrective, higher can happen in a 3rd wave, but it requires that the price holds a higher low and breaks out above yesterday's high. Oh yeah, the Monday low was not yesterday, right? It's already Wednesday. Just realizing that. Sorry, I'm beyond space and time these days with all the time zones that I've been traveling recently. I've absolutely no idea. Losing sense of time. Anyway, so yeah, it needs to hold the higher low, obviously, in the white count. And then in the yellow count, if the move down is impulsive and is followed by a corrective rally that stays below yesterday's high, well, that would suggest further it's the yellow count. But then again, if you want to waste brain cells on this, I'm always saying, I show you the micro count, but it's not really predictive, right? Key is that we need to understand that as long as we're holding above 132, the overall focus is on higher. That is much more important than, is this pullback now corrective, or is it a wave 1 in yellow? Is it a wave 2 in white? That's impossible to determine at this stage. So what is important is to understand what is reward and risk like, and the closer we get to 132, the better the reward to risk ratio for a long trade opportunity. And I would see it just as a range. The market could just move in this range for a little while, and you could just take make use of each of these opportunities. So it's about understanding this is a range. Understanding below 132, the overall bullish scenario will really get challenged, and I don't really have a clear bullish outlook anymore below 132, at least not from a current perspective. But overall, I'm still watching for higher. The question is just, do we test support before going higher, or do we just form a higher low and go straight away? That's the update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.